hit record. Hey everyone,
Hi,
back
everybody.
in Perth. Welcome to the Fortnightly 5 with Nicky and Nathan. I'm Nathan.
I'm Nicky.
We should have practiced that. And you're watching the Fortnightly 5. Fortnightly 5. Probably not fortnightly and rarely 5 minutes. Anyway, so our last update was something like 2 weeks ago.
A couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's probably closing in on 3 weeks ago now. Anyway, whatever. Go watch someone else then. If you dislike the frequency with which we update our things. Anyway, so how's Perth and Hobart and the various places where you losers live? Good. That's good to know. I'm glad you're enjoying it. So since we were here last, so we were in Hobart when we caught up with you most recently. Here's a savvily edited map of Hobart. Since then, what did we do? We went on a cruise, other stuff. Since our most recent update, we went and stayed with my aunt and uncle down in Pilbara is the name of the suburbs, down in the Huon Valley.
Jackie and John, lovely people, if you're watching. Cheers, heaps for having us. We went down and stayed with them for like 2 nights. They live in the middle of like subtropical rainforest, way down south of Hobart, in what is pretty much Margaret River, if you know. Yeah, Hobart ways.
Yeah, Hobart's Margaret River. This is how I keep explaining things to Nicky. I'm like, Glenorchy, it's like Armidale.
Which gave me a lot of information on Glenorchy.
Yeah, unfortunately, where place names overlap, I'm like, Newtown, it's like, or like Claremont, it's like Claremont. But still. So we went and stayed with them.
The house is like just surrounded by forests and everything, and so there was this at night time the paddy melons would come and all
they're
feed.
tiny. So imagine, so it goes like bilby, potteroo, paddy melon, wallaby. I'm running out of room on the screen. That's pretty much the process. I'm fairly certain they were all exactly the same, just separated by size. And I'm a biologist, so I can speak, for sure. Exactly, on these topics. So, if anyone disagrees with that, they can leave it in the comments below. We went and stayed with them, which was awesome. They're always so hospitable. We get there and John is always fired up the barbecue and spend the day like cooking mad things. So we spent the night there, played games, which I probably won. I mean, I don't remember specifically, but I'm fairly certain I probably won them. Go and have your own segment.
Okay.
And then we went down and we did the Tahoon Air Walk, which sounds pretty much exactly what it's like. You go and you put on Nike Air sneakers, and then it's like a walkway. It starts off at ground level, but then goes up into the trees.
They've got one. Perth-wise, they've got one at Kings Park, sort of thing. But it was
actually.
Yeah. But it was even taller and
being
even better.
Because we always do things.
Honest. And when we were there, we went on a flying fox
guys are all
thing.
Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah. It was kind of a flying fox, but it was also a hang glider thing.
Yeah.
So I got to live out my deepest desires from playing Far Cry, and get to be on a hang glider. That was awesome. And here's videos of Nicky probably being lame. So that was super fun. And we just got up into the trees, and then there's this bit that. So obviously it's all on supporting pylons, and there's a bit that like hangs out over the cantilever section. I remember it vividly from when I was on it as a kid and got told off for jumping on it and making it wrong. Because I look back and there's this little old lady like clutching the side in terror for her life. And I was like, yeah, Mum, I probably shouldn't have jumped on it.
Bad guy
Nathan, I'm the worst guy.
Okay.
So there was that. So we spent 2 nights at my Jackie and John's, went to the Tahoon Air Walk in between. This is my visual timeline. I hope you're all enjoying it.
We're doing well for going to 5 minutes. We're almost there already.
Oh wait, seriously?
Shit. Okay, go.
Fortnightly
10.
Some flowers nicely.
So, anyway, after Tahoon.
So we spent another night at Jackie and John's. Awesome. Then we jetted up the other side of Hobart, so we went all the way from down south to way up north. And stayed with our friend Lola, who's awesome.
Yeah, she has her mum. She lives in her mum's house, and she has this beautiful, huge backyard with a fire pit.
A block from where I went to primary school, because that's Tasmania.
Yeah, because everything's tiny. So she has a huge garden, and we sat around this beautiful fire pit for the night and just
Had the best time.
pretty great.
Watch
We-
Broad City. If you haven't watched
Oh,
Broad
man,
City before,
watch the fuck out of
fucking
Broad
watch
City.
it. It's like
Imagine
the best.
Workaholics if they were women and there were 2 of them instead
And
of
they're
3.
really funny and attractive.
If there was 66% the people and they were women.
Yes, Broad City. But no, we had so much fun with Lola. It was the best time. And
Yeah, that was great. And yeah, thank you for having us. Because I assume you're watching this because you love it.
I would
deeply.
hope so.
Yes, that was awesome. What else? Then we went to, so that weekend was Salamanca Markets. We've got to go to the Salamanca Markets every time. I used to work there back in the day for the puzzle people. We used to have to get there at like 6 in the morning to set up all of the stall and sell things we made. It was super cool. But really pretty, really nice. And it's right on the waterfront, and we went, and there's a seal that lives in the Hobart waterfront. I'd seen it one time before in my life. It was when I was back there visiting. And yeah, because seals aren't normally, I mean, okay, normally, if we're talking historical norms, then yes, seals normally live in Tasmania, but not for the last, 150 years. Since we got there, coincidentally. But still, normally there aren't seals there, but he'd, swum north, and he was, young and inquisitive, and came up to, the Hobart docks, and there's all of these fish punts and other, fish and chips floating stores.
Yeah, they're like little boats.
And so we get there, and they're just throwing fish heads and stuff to him off the thing, and he's going fucking fish heads. I'm used to doing this. And the dude stalking is like, nah man, he's not eating it. Throw it, he probably wants a crayfish. The dude's like, no, we need to sell those. The other guy's like, oh okay, I'll keep throwing him fish heads.
And he was being adorable, going in the water and washing
his face.
fish.
Probably have a video of that.
Yeah, I hope so.
So that was cool.
That was
and
awesome.
then, so we spent a few hours at Salamanca, and then we had tickets, my mum got us tickets to the Spiegel tent.
Spiegel tent, yeah.
Which is a roving circus sort of deal. I mean, I assume most circuses are roving.
Yeah.
It's probably a bit
And the Spiegel tent goes everywhere,
and
all
redundant.
over Australia.
And
I
also-
don't even know if it maybe goes somewhere other than Australia. But we've got tickets to see the show Limbo, which is an
Oh my
amazing
fucking god,
thing.
I swear it was. If I could have taken photos for you lovely people, I would have. But
They
they
would
said
have.
that it was illegal. And I'm very morally upstanding. But it was amazing, I swear to god, it was the most amazing, circusy themed
Yeah.
performance I'd ever seen. At one point, right, so there's this tiny, tiny stage, and we're sitting around it, literally front seat. And I mean, aside from getting crazy strip-teased by this gorgeous blonde girl.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. She was like, don't get jealous. I'm like, oh no. Get more naked. It's fine.
The rest of the show is a blur. But they did this thing where they bring out these huge metal poles and then just kind of ratchet them into the ground, in front of us. And then they would have been 3 meters tall?
Yeah, at
something
least-
like that.
at least 3
I can
meters.
estimate distances. And so they get strapped into the top, their leg, the foot things, and the thighs get strapped in, so they're standing on top of them, and then they just start, and I'm like, shit, those poles are gonna die. And they start doing this thing, and so this big, gorgeous black man
Oh my
who you
goodness.
might have seen
Oh
me
my goodness.
comment
He was so
vaguely
beautiful.
on my Facebook, I might have mentioned.
He had veins on his veins. Oh.
Oh man, there was this crazy, contortionisty guy who had muscles that I didn't even know existed.
But anyway, the black dude.
Anyway, sorry, yes, gorgeous black man. Going over the audience thing. So he comes over, close to me, and so I reach up a hand to do, the Da Vinci sort of, reach and touch thing. And so he, spots me, and he comes back down, snatches the glasses off of my face, and then, goes, so now he's, 6 meters away from me, and, yeah,
Wearing your glasses.
wearing them, and I'm like, those glasses
Those are
to me.
yours.
You have those, you keep those are yours. I will just take my erection elsewhere.
You can deal with that later. But on the way to Limbo, we found
Anyway, yes, so that was
we found this little park and realized
yeah,
that
that's fine. Okay, so
street
we were
drinking-
bored. Okay, yeah, we found this sign, but we were there because we discovered geocaching, because a friend of ours told us about it ages back, and I thought it would be fun. But anyway, pretty much people hide tiny boxes with notes or key rings or whatever in them. Hide them in public places and then leave the GPS coordinates online. So you download an app or whatever, and you can be I wonder if there'll be any geocaches in Hobart. Boot it up, 1 billion in our area. So
Literally. a billion.
literally,
Literally.
100% actually 1 billion. There are more geocaches per square capita than grass in Hobart.
Information.
Yeah, local information. We were going to make that a segment with faux, F-A-U-X. It's funny because I explained it. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Long-time viewers can enjoy looking forward to that in future installments. Anyway, so we ended up in this park. And I knew that because I'd had this conversation with someone at some point that like Tasmania's street drinking laws are just a bit weird. Like when I was growing up, you could go down to Salamanca, where the markets are. It's also where all the nightclubs are. And I remember going down there at 16 or whatever, and people just are on all of the grass lawns getting shit-faced because it's Tasmania, and what else are you going to do? At least 6 years ago. Whoa, wait, I'm 27. Shit. No, 11 years ago? Fuck. It's 6 years since I left. It's 11 years since I was 16. Anyway, but the point was street drinking, totally legal. I mean, underage drinking, not, so it's a good thing I wasn't drinking.
That's good.
But the point, and the only reason they got rid of it was because just every Saturday and Sunday morning, all of the lawns in Salamanca would just be covered in bottles and alcohol and whatnot. So anyways, they've just introduced this rule, which is, you can't drink in parks between 10 p.m. and 10 a.m. Fortunately, we were there at lunchtime, so immediately we were exceedingly responsible.
Super responsible.
And enjoyed ourselves. But yeah, so that was fun.
Okay.
So we went to Limbo, and then we went out and got dinner at Sons of Baja, which is an amazing Mexican place. Check it out. They did this lamb and like jack cheese quesadilla, which...
Oh, it was the best thing.
Like I got one for us to share, and then I spent the whole time sitting there going, oh, fucking Nicky's eating half of it. Fuck
that bitch.
Am I right? Who invited this guy? Anyway, so if you're going to go there and get two of them.
Yeah,
Or
definitely.
don't friend
three.
Nicky.
Maybe 5.
Either or.
So
then we went out. So one of my various younger sisters, Emily, was out at a party bus that night and wanted to drink with us. And so I was like, well, we'll just meet up with you. So we went to this bar where she was. She's like, just tell the people at the bar that you're on the party bus. You get free drinks.
And we did
I'm
get
like,
free
but
drinks.
I'm like, what do you get? And she's like, oh, you get. What was it? It was like a dirty cowboy. It was some sort of god awful.
Some shot and then champagne or something.
No, it was just a shot. But I went up to the bar and I'm like, so what can I do that's not a cocksucking cowboy or whatever? She's like, oh, I guess I could give you free champagne, and I'm like, fuck it, get it.
Give us free champagne.
Yes, that was great. Some free champagne. And then we got to cruise around on the party bus. I'm sorry, who got super drunk? It was hilarious.
Really fucking drunk.
It's like support her home. It was one of the drunkest I've ever seen her. In the morning,
Emily was
did I do anything embarrassing? I'm like, only a lot.
God. Emily was making us drinks, and so she was taking away our glasses and filling them with Bacardi and then bringing them back.
Because she's thrifty
and
and smart, and so she brought like a...
so I went from being like a little bit drunk to like trashed in... I don't remember anything past the second bar.
Mm-hmm.
There was more than 2, so...
Nicky's family, I'm taking care of her, making sure she makes...
I got home.
Well, I got you home.
Anyway.
Anyways, there was that was fun.
Fuck.
This is longer than our last one.
Yes.
What are we doing with our lives? Not even halfway through. We made a list this time of shit to talk about.
That's probably the problem.
And so now we're actually covering all the things we've done.
Okay, let's go. Go.
Okay. Next day, went out. We caught up with those people who watched the last one, know that we made friends at various music festivals that we went to.
Yes.
So they were determined to catch up with us, so that was awesome. And so we went out.
We went to Small Fry in the Morning, which our
another
friend,
place to definitely check
our
out.
friend Reese is the head chef and owns there.
My head chef, he's the only chef, right? The place has 12 seats.
12 seats.
That's maximum capacity. The thing is probably about the size of this veranda that we're currently sitting on, and there's nothing but bench space so for you to seat at, and then on the other side of the bench is the kitchen. And so Reese stand there doing like crazy chef type things. He made us this awesome gingerbread s'more thing.
I was so hungover and I was so sad.
Have your s'more and eat it too, but we did both.
We did. We licked
your rules.
And it was great. And then we just went out for
Room for a Pony. We went and had drinks and caught up with everyone, and they were devastated to see us leave, which I can appreciate.
It was a really fun time. And then...
It was a really fun time. Alright, so this is the second last night in Hobart. My mum and Gary take us to Mona, Museum of
Old and New Art.
Shouldn't it be Muna?
Maybe.
Museum of Old and New.
Muna. Okay, so we went to Muna. And
load up.
we saw
And-
this beautiful nighttime light show.
Man,
that
so they've
goes
got
up.
they've got this outdoor art installation, and what it is, it's okay. So imagine like a not a gondola, gazebo sort of deal, but like really big. Shut up. But it's really big, and it's got a perfectly square hole in the center of it. So you're underneath, you can look up and you can see the sky, but all surrounding it is this amazing light show, which causes all of these.
It interacts with the sunset.
It changes as time passes and somehow detects the colours that are happening, and so it does all these crazy optical illusions. You'll be looking out the sides of it and you can see the sky, and you're like, well, it's sort of a dark blue right now, and then you look up through the square hole in the middle, and because it's surrounded by, like, say, purple lights or something, the sky looks intensely green, or we like laid there. They've got all these heated seats. We sat there for like an hour as the sun went down, watching this crazy relationship between the tiny piece of sky you could see and all the lights surrounding it. It was amazing, and it's outside of Mona. You don't even pay to get into it. We just drove up and like wandered in and drank beers. It was awesome.
It was amazing.
True story. So check that out.
So after that, we got to Stradbroke
Okay,
Island.
all right. So we flew all of the way from Hobart to Brisbane, which took like no time.
No
actually.
time at all.
We
watched
put on
Broad City
Broad City.
the
Just put
entire
on like the
time.
entire second season. Like put it on. It was like a number of episodes in, and I was like, oh. Then we were in Brisbane. Anyway, so it wasn't nearly as humid as I expected it to be.
No, it's been beautiful so far. I don't think it's really got above about 30 degrees. We're like right near all the beaches. It's just gorgeous.
Yeah. So we land in Brisbane. We train to the coast and then catch a ferry over to Stradbroke Island. Been staying with my auntie Belinda and her partner Sean, who have both been awesome.
Amazing.
We keep
So
trying to
hospitable.
like buy them dinner or groceries or like do stuff, and they're like, no. I'm like, come on, guys, come on. So that's been awesome. And then Sean won like 5 nights in some sort of resort thing in a raffle, because they have lots of local raffles. And he was like, I'm not going to use it, I live here, you guys take it. So we spent probably 4 or 5 nights with them, and now we've been at this resort, which is like 100, 200 meters from the beach.
Yeah, not even. It's like, it's about 30 seconds walk down this private walkway to get to the beach, where pretty much no one ever is.
Oh yeah.
And then you can walk back from the
I'm not
beach
sure anyone
right
else
back
is even
into
staying here.
your resort without even having to see people, which is great because we hate
It's
people.
awesome. I know, fuck people. All of you. So we've gotten to Stradbroke. They're suffering from a drop bear problem, as you can see by this official image. And it is to scale. As you can see, an adult drop bear is roughly the size of a kangaroo. So if you're coming, be careful of those.
Be very careful.
So we went swimming at, so there's a bunch of various lakes and things, and within the first few days we went swimming at this place called the Overflow. It's this beautiful walk. It's like maybe a K from the
K and
road.
a half, maybe.
Walking down this dappled green thing, and we get there and we swim around. We went kayaking around Brown Lake, which has been awesome.
I showed my kayaking prowess.
Here is a
pretty
video of
amazing.
Nicky showing off the mad kayaking skills.
I got better as the day went on
She
as
put me
well.
to shame. I'm there like I'm like yes, biceps, yes, catch up, and then I'm like struggled for ages while Nicky's just like skimming across the top of the water.
Go.
Like,
I'm like one of those little tiny insects.
and then I'd like catch up to her, and then I'd be like, yes, I'm the alpha male, and then and then I'd be like, oh man, that was tough, and then she'd like just zip away from me like a butterfly.
Like a butterfly.
Like a fever.
We went fishing. So Sean has a boat, and he brought us out.
Sean does have a boat.
Brought us out on his boat, which was fucking amazing.
It
We
was
went and
amazing.
caught a whole bunch of whiting. Me and Nathan
Of
did
whiting?
whiting.
Whiting.
We had a friendly wager about who would catch more fish.
Do we know?
And we shook hands really strongly on it.
Look,
and then
I remember shaking hands.
Somebody won. Somebody caught
I
more
don't think
fish.
there's any evidence to support those claims, Nicky. Like, it was.
It's in
I mean,
my
it was
belly
so
to
long ago.
eat them.
It was. I mean, what? It might have been like 8 days now, so you know, it could have gone anyway.
But that was awesome. And so Sean actually.
Who caught? If we're going by weight, that starfish that I caught was like pretty heavy.
Nathan puts his hook in and starts bringing it and goes, oh, there's a really big fish.
Like there was a lot of
it
resistance.
was quite
Because
heavy.
normally, if you bring like a fish, they pull, but they're also fairly water resistant.
Yeah, but
I'm
this
dragging
one,
in this
it was
fucking
really
starfish.
huge, and the
It sounds
fishing
it's so
rod's like
big.
bent over, and then he drags it in, and it's a starfish.
Yeah,
And he
my
caught
finest
a
hour.
starfish. And that was delicious. And we ate
Anyway,
it.
yeah, and so we ate all of them, which was amazing. quick roundup of the various animals we've seen. So we saw dolphins, admittedly only from a distance. Also turtles, admittedly only from a distance. But still.
Bats?
We
There
saw
are bats fucking
There's like
everywhere
a billion
here.
bats.
Because they don't have them in Perth, really.
Actually,
but
1
they're like
billion.
they're all the trees during the day. Then
Yeah,
you
they
just
just
hear
all
all this
roosted up,
all
like,
this
chattering to each
chattering
other.
things, and they're just hundreds of bats, and they fly over at dusk. They will go over your house to go somewhere.
I pretty much had to stop
Someone
Nicky
get
climbing
to.
a tree to make friends with
Oh,
them.
I love them so much. They're so
Nicky.
cute. They just sit there with
They're
their
not
little
all
batty
like.
things.
I'm trying to think of a
Batty
animated bat
from
that's cute.
from
There's one in.
Fern Gully. Or from Bartok from Anastasia.
Oh, there you go. See, I was
Bartok.
thinking
Except
Basil
black.
the Great Mouse Detective, but he's the bad guy. Well, he's the henchman. Minion.
Okay.
Anyway.
we've
We
been
saw
doing
bats,
this.
we
for
saw a
20
green tree frog that was outside, and Belinda's like, come see the green tree. And so
Oh,
we
it
picked
was
it up, and I
beautiful.
loved him, and we were friends.
Hmm.
There was that was great. And now, yeah, we're staying in Anchorage, which is the
We've
place.
got this is the last night that we've got here, so we're hopefully taking Sean and be out tonight for dinner,
Hopefully.
and then we'll go back to their house for a day, and then
They'll let us.
we're going to be heading to Brisbane City.
Yeah,
and
so we
staying
got
in a little Airbnb
we got
place.
2 more nights on Stradbroke, 1 here at this resort, 1 back with family, and then we're back in Brisbane for like 3 nights. We're seeing my mate Simon, which will be awesome. Him and his wife live up here. So we'll go out for dinner with them, and we want to go see the museum. And oh man, the museum in Hobart! Check the fuck out of the museum
Yeah,
in Hobart.
literally the best
It was
thing.
amazing. We went at like maybe 2 in the afternoon, and then I was like, a few hours, that'll be enough. And then we're like halfway through, like captivated by some. They have a big kids section, and you can create things.
Yeah.
And so of course we're doing that, and then sort of like drawing on a thing, and then a voice comes over the thing, and it's like, it'll be closing soon. I'm
We're like,
no,
no, we've
I
only
need to create
been
my
here.
masterpiece.
We were silent for like half an hour. Yes, glue. Yeah.
So we literally went back the next day. It was seriously, it was one of the best museum experiences I have ever had. It was amazing.
It was really fun. So no, that's more or
But yeah,
less.
but so a few more
what
days
the fuck
here,
we've been
and then
doing.
we head to Hawaii, and it's
Yes.
going to be amazing.
And yeah, I think
that's pretty much it.
As you can see, I've got a really good tan from being here.
The lighting doesn't really do it justice. I'm actually brown as shit.
And I
don't think
actually,
you can tell 'cause
do
the
have
brown-
a bit of a tan for the first time in my whole entire life.
I know.
Alrighty. So
And just before we leave, it's time for everyone's favourite segment, and the announcement of Nicky of the Week. What?
who could it be?
Alright, well, it was a tough competition. It could have gone to anyone. Stop being able to. You're making it rock, Nicky. I'm deducting you 1 point. Which means I have to pull up the other envelope.
Who does Nicky of the Week go to
The
then?
week goes to Nicola Bateman
Yes!
for extraordinary prowess in girlfriendery.
Yes! Yes!
Fiancé.
I'd like to thank
For
my mum
extraordinary
and my
prowess
dad
in fiancéry.
for really raising me to be Nicky of the Week. It's been a really good time.
You're lame as shit. I'm gonna tell you stuff before you embarrass us.
Okay, we love you guys.
yeah, we
I'm
do
sorry
love
this
all you
went
guys.
for a million years.
Yeah, what was
22,
what am I-
42.
Jesus shit. The fortnightly. Five.
Next time we will try to compact. But anyway,
I don't.
we love you.
I don't consent.
And we miss you.
We do all that.
And
Guys,
the
it's
next
been
time we
awesome.
talk to you, we'll be in Hawaii. So, aloha.
Yeah, pretty much. We're spending
whatever.
2 weeks in Hawaii, so the next update should happen there. So you'll be able to see the beach and all kinds of exciting things.
Yes.
All right,
Okay,
see you
guys.
guys.
We love you. Bye.
We love you. Be good to each other.